In the world of studio musicians, David Briggs is one of the absolute greats. He came from Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and his impact on Nashville is nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, and David just died at the age of 82. But as News Channel 5's Forrest Sanders tells us, there is so much of his legacy to share.
You can go back to those days 20 years ago, and half the records out of this town would be David Briggs on piano.
The great studio musicians on the most famous recordings are in this certain league. Among them is drummer Paul Lime and his friend for more than 45 years, David Briggs. With David's death at 82, it's hard to even begin to recap all he did. But strangely enough, a block or two of downtown Nashville can help. Usually playing the keys, David was on recordings for Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, Dolly Parton. And this isn't scratching the surface of his more than 10,000 sessions. David recorded a commercial jingle with the pre-famed Garth Brooks. The song Margaritaville was recorded at the quadraphonic studio David launched. Then there's the Elvis connection. Michael Gray of the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum tells this great story of how in the 60s, David was filling in for another piano player who was running late. Elvis was to record love letters. The original player got in and
Elvis said, "Hey, wait a minute, where are you going? You know, I really got used to the way you play."
Elvis asked for David back to finish the song.
David Briggs and Elvis Presley ended up having this collaboration that went on for 11 or 12 years.
One of Elvis's best friends, closest friends.
And David couldn't be contained to one genre. This league of Nashville studio musicians could do anything.
And they were bringing in all these like rock artists into Nashville to record with our session musicians.
We'd finish a ballad, some ballad, beautiful ballad, get to the end of the ballad. He'd reach up and put his hand by the piano mic and burr it. Totally irreverent.
He published like Steve Winwood hits, like Higher Love.
He was a musical director for the CMA Awards for probably 15, 20 years.
David eventually set up this recording space on Music Row, House of David.
Just being in this control room without him is, yeah. This is a hard one. This is really a hard one. We all were crazy about David. David is one of those people that will just always be legendary. We're going to miss him.
I'm Forrest Sanders, News Channel 5.